there. I wanted to just show everybody a quick stretch today. So if you're about to go for a walk or do a little bit of some exercise, it's really important to stretch before you do any of those types of things or any kind of strenuous activities so that we don't hurt any muscles or overextend anything. I'm about to go out for a nice hike, so I want to make sure that my legs are nice and loose so that when I come home they're not overly fatigued or tired or my knees don't hurt. That's a problem that I get sometimes, is that my knees hurt. If you've been following along with our meditations and classes and you feel like you'd like to donate or contribute to our cause, you can go on over to the Power of Three's website, pwerof3.ca, and go to our online store. There is a donation option, and you can also now buy gift cards online and all those types of things so that you can use it towards classes, live classes when the studio reopens. So having said all that, let's just take a moment, settle in, focusing on our breathing for a moment, and then we can get to our quick stretch. Finding a nice comfortable seated position, closing our eyes, inhaling through the nose, and exhaling. Inhaling through the nose and exhaling. Bringing the hands out to the sides, palms facing up. Inhaling the hands up overhead and exhaling them down to our sides. Inhaling them back up. And exhaling them down. Inhale them up again overhead. And let's exhale the left hand to the right knee and the right hand behind us. Gazing over the right shoulder. Keep the left hand where it is. Let's inhale that right hand up overhead, looking at the ceiling. Then on the exhale, let's lean to the left. We'll inhale that hand back up overhead again. Exhale it back down. Let's bring both hands up overhead. Exhale the right hand to the left knee and the left hand behind us. Gazing over the left shoulder. Keeping with our breath. Keeping the right hand where it is, let's inhale the left hand up overhead. And exhale, lean to the right. Opening up the side bodies. From here, let's bring the left hand down to the right knee, so the hands are crossed over top of each other. And we're gonna round through the spine. So I want us to lift up through the back, the upper back, round through the spine, tuck the chin into the chest. And take a really deep breath into the upper back, the thoracic cavity. Deep inhale. Feel the space between the shoulder blades expand. Allowing our breath to stretch in between the shoulder blades. Deep inhale. Really push the belly to the spine. Good. Let's uncross the hands and come back into a neutral position. We can uncross our legs, find ourselves in a tabletop position. Hips underneath, shoulders under wrists. I always like to tuck my toes and wake up my wrists and my feet a little bit. So I inhale, bringing my shoulders over top of my palms to get into my wrists. And then I exhale back into my toes, waking up my feet. Inhaling into my wrists. Exhaling into my toes. My core is engaged, my back is flat. Inhale into my wrists, shoulders over the wrists. And exhale into my toes. Lovely. Finding our neutral tabletop position once more. Grounding and pushing our hands into the mat. Let's tuck our toes, lift our knees, find our first downward dog. We can walk the dog here by bending one knee and straightening the other. This gets into our hamstrings a little bit. Push the hands into the mat. We can come on up onto our tippy toes, get into those toes a little bit more. And then as we exhale, we shift our hips back. Push our chest towards the mat, our belly towards our knees. Lovely. We can take a look at our hands. Inhale, walk forward, take as many steps as you need. And we'll exhale, fold here. Getting into our hips, getting into our low back. Placing the hands on the shins, let's inhale ourselves to a flat back. Exhale, let it go. One more time, hands on shins. Inhale to a flat back. And exhale, let it go. Let's plant the hands, bend the knees, step the right leg back. Finding a low lunge. You can bring the back knee down and untuck the toe, or keep it up, whatever you want to do. We're going to inhale, both hands up overhead. You can clasp the hands together, or you can bring them down behind your back and clasp them behind the back. Depends on what you want to work. So if you want to open up the chest a little bit more, bring the hands behind the back. We're going to take a nice inhale here. And on the exhale, we're going to sink into that left knee. So we're sinking down, getting into the quad, making sure the left knee is over top of the left ankle. Breathing, relaxing the jaw. Unclasping the hands, let's bring them back to the mat. Step the right leg forward to the left. Exhale, fold. And then we can step the left leg back, finding our lunge. Again, you can bring that knee down or keep it up, whatever works for your body. Squeeze those inner thighs together. And we can inhale the hands up overhead, clasp them together, rolling the shoulders back and down. And sink into that right knee. Or again, you can clasp the hands behind the back, whatever works for your body, whatever you want to do. Again, the jaw is soft, the gaze is forward. Getting into the front of the left leg. Good. From here, we can bring the hands back down to the mat again. Let's step the left leg forward to the right. Exhale, fold. Bending the knees, swooping the hands out to the sides. Let's slowly bring ourselves up. Hands overhead, you can give yourself a back bend. And exhale the hands over heart. Lovely. Take a nice deep inhale here. Sigh it out. Good. And let's step the right leg back about halfway so we can prepare for a pyramid pose. Again, if you need to use props or blocks here, feel free. You can use towels or your own blocks or whatever. You can even use a chair when you come forward, and you can hold a chair if that works for your body. So I want us to place both hands on our hips, on the hip crease. So that's where the leg bone goes into the pelvis, the femur. We're going to inhale, lengthen through the spine. And on the exhale, let's fold forward. Finding a halfway point, we're folding at that hip crease. We're trying to keep our spine as straight as possible. Finding our halfway point. And then you can bring your hands to the chair, to some blocks, or if we have the flexibility, you can come and bring our hands straight down to the mat. Getting into the hamstrings, getting into the calves, waking up the hips. Deep inhale. Sighing it out. Again, we're going to bend that left knee so we can step the right leg forward to the left. Exhale, fold. Swooping the hands out to the sides, bending the knees. Let's inhale ourselves back up. Give yourself a back bend. Exhale the hands over heart. Back to mountain pose once more. I'm going to do the same thing on the other side. So let's step the right leg back, the left leg, back about halfway. Placing the hands on our hip crease once more. Let's inhale, lengthen through the spine. On the exhale, let's fold at that hip crease, finding our halfway point. Again, you can place your hands on a chair, place your hands on blocks, or if we have the mobility, we can bring our hands straight to the mat. The knees are soft. And from here, we can allow the forehead to journey towards the knee. Good. From here, stepping the left leg forward to the right. Exhale, fold. Swooping the hands out to the sides, bending the knees. Inhale ourselves all the way back up. Give ourselves a back bend. Exhale the hands over heart. Back to mountain pose once more. Lovely. Let's come to the side of our mat. So our left foot is facing the front of our mat. We're going to open up our legs nice and wide. Again, place our hands on those hip crease. Inhale, lengthening through the spine. And we'll exhale, fold forward. Finding that halfway point. And placing our hands on the floor. Or again, if we have limited mobility, we can bring our chair in front of us, place our hands on the chair. Or some pillows or some props, whatever works for our body. But we're going to, again, allow the forehead to journey towards the floor. The knees are soft. And think about shifting the hips forward so that they come over top of the ankles. Breathing. Relaxing the jaw. Our hands are on the chair. We can take our left hand to the outside of the chair and bring the right hand to the right leg. If we don't have a chair, we can simply walk our hands over to the right. And then exhale ourselves back to center. And we'll walk our hands over to the left. And exhale them back to center. Placing the hands back on the mat or engaging them on the chair, we're going to inhale, lift ourselves back up to that halfway point. Bring our hands to our hip crease and come all the way back up. We're going to heel toe our feet back together. Lovely. Come to the front of our mat once more. And we'll do a sun salutation or a modified sun salutation to finish off our class, finish off our quick stretch. Inhaling the hands up overhead. Exhale, folding forward. Placing the hands on the shins, inhaling to a flat back. Exhale, let it go. Planting the hands, bending the knees, stepping back to downward dog. And then from here, you can either come to your knees and do a modified vinyasa. You can come to your knees and find child's pose, or you can move through the vinyasa with me. So inhaling us forward, stacking the shoulders over the wrists. We continue that forward momentum on our exhale, coming down to our chaturanga. Straightening the arms out, moving ourselves into an upward dog. We'll exhale, round back to downward dog. Lovely. Coming to our knees, walking forward. I'm going to turn myself to face you. You don't have to turn. Bring our arms out into a T-arm position. Let's cross the right elbow over top of the left. Maybe we just bring our hands to our shoulders and give ourselves a hug. If it's in our practice, maybe the left fingertips can find the right palm. Roll the shoulders back and down. And take any version of the seated position that you like. I like taking hero's pose for this stretch. One more breath here. We'll exhale, unbind the arms, bring them out into a T-arm position. Nice inhale. And on the exhale, let's cross the left elbow over top of the right. And we can again either give ourselves a hug or the right fingertips can find the left palm. Again, rolling the shoulders back and down. And breathing. Lovely. From here we can uncross the hands. We take our right hand and place it over our heart and our left hand and place it over our belly. And we're just going to take 5 deep inhales here. Inhaling through the nose. Sighing it out. Bringing fresh oxygen to the body, inhaling. Sighing it out. Two more. And one final breath. Lovely. Thank you for joining me for a quick stretch. I'm going to go for a nice lovely walk, and stay tuned for more videos, and we'll see you again soon.